Hey guys, this is Adam for Wednesday for Week of Art of Transliness. This week is interactions with cis men, and to preface this, I'm already really awkward around people in general, so I might have a little bit of a different experience than everyone else, or well, I might not be that different, but I've always kind of been very awkward around other people, partly because I have a lot of really bad social anxiety, but also because I really don't understand other people. But I think, at least from what I've seen in everyone else's videos so far, that I've had an easier time interacting with cis men, if only because I kind of socialize myself to be masculine and male at a kind of a very early age, like all through middle school and high school. I was one of the guys, you know, I was a bro sort of thing. I mean, not like a bro, but like everyone kind of took it at face value that I dressed very masculinely, and I mean, I'm asexual, so they didn't really have any sexuality to go off of, and I kind of blatantly denied that I was lesbian in any way, which, you know, makes sense because I never really was that attracted to females, but because of that, they didn't really have any super masculine and super feminine thing to go off of when people interacted with me, and that meant that people mostly treated me as kind of a feminine or not very masculine guy, and that went a step farther when I was interacting with people I hadn't met before or with strangers, because they usually took it at face value that I looked like a teenage boy. So pretty much like when I was growing up, like all through middle and high school, I got treated as one of the guys, and I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed, you know, being considered someone that people could like wrestle with, I guess. I went to a very kind of geeky, like hippie sort of selective lottery school. So most of the people I interacted with weren't very masculine to begin with. Like, we didn't have any sports at our school. You had to go to a different school if you wanted to do any sports. So I think my view of male-identified individuals and, you know, people, self-identified men and stuff like that, cis men, is a little bit skewed because of that, because I never really, like, the only time I interacted with people who would be like super macho or like let's go drinking and let's go hit things is like when I was walking around, like not in a circle of people I knew, and even then I think the whole idea of this very macho masculine male thing, I don't know really what to call it. I guess it's the whole social idea of there being a stereotypical male. I think that's actually not very true. It's about the same as there being a stereotypical female. I mean, there are masculine traits that a lot of guys, especially people who are very social, who feel the need to take on, you know, this macho sort of drinking, hitting things, fight people exterior. I don't really think that's true. Like, I don't think, like, I mean, obviously people are individuals, which is something that everyone should remember, but I don't think, I think cis males aren't as aware of there being some kind of narrative that trans males think there is. And, like, I think I'm more aware of that than a lot of people are, which isn't to say that I'm, like, privileged in that or anything, but because I grew up kind of straddling this weird, not quite female, not quite male place, I kind of got to see where that was. And I remember actually, like, I've always gotten along better with guys or male-identified people than I have with female-identified people, because I just understood them better, I guess. Like, I never understood the whole makeup and dresses, and a lot of girls kind of annoy me. And I even went through a period of time a couple years ago where I had a majority of female friends, and I was like, I really want some more guy friends. But even having grown up kind of straddling that line, there is still a lot of, like, mysteries of the male, I guess, that I don't really understand. Like, like, even though I really did want to make more male friends, I wasn't really sure how to, because a lot of the circles and interests I have are very female coded, even if a lot of the other ones I have aren't. So while there is a lot of mystery surrounding people, it's and especially male identified people, and how to make friends with people who are identified as male, a lot of that I think is just, I don't know how to interact with people in general, so I don't know how to interact with people of any, like, if me saying that I don't know how to interact with males is the same as me saying I don't know how to interact with people who are Muslim. Just because I'm bad with people. But that being said, I really do think, like I said before, I really do think that whole stereotype and some male-coded interactions aren't really as coded as a lot of trans guys think they are, if that makes sense. Like, I think as much as people who've gone through the whole female upbringing can understand females, and understand this whole, like, I don't want to say like secret language, but like this whole like makeup and dresses and that whole sect, like they had to learn that. And the same thing happens with interacting with people who are male identified, and the whole macho thing. Like, guys aren't born with that. They have to learn it from somewhere, and usually it's from a father figure. And I'm lucky in that my dad both my parents were very, they weren't very binary. Like, my mom was a carpenter growing up, my dad was a massage therapist, so my dad took me fishing and taught me how to whittle things and camping and stuff, and my mom taught me how to use a screw gun and like power tools and stuff. But I mean, it's really something that is learned, and it may take a while, but you kind of have to go with the flow. And a lot of times when I was growing up and kind of still learning how to interact with people who were born male, and before like I had any inkling of like what trans was, I was trying to learn how to interact with them, and a lot of it was observing and kind of just taking it with a grain of humor and laughing at myself when I messed something up or said something that people thought was hilarious in the context. And you know, some of that was being asexual, so I kind of couldn't really, I can't really get into sexual conversations because I don't know what's going on anymore, and I feel very awkward. But when I got into lots of conversation with guys, like, I didn't know what to say or what's happening. I just treated them as a person, I guess. And that's kind of silly to say, because of course they're a person, but I think people get so tied up in the fact that, oh, it's a male person and I'm male, and so we have to bond. Like, no, you don't have to. You just have to talk to them. And that's probably really hypocritical coming from me, because I'm terrible with people and I can't interact with people at all, but that's all it is. It's another person that you have to talk to who has interests, and they may be the same, they may be different, they may be very masculine, or they may not be. So yeah, that's all I really have to say on the matter. And ask questions if I missed something. That was probably really terrible. I'm a little bit sick, but my video is better this time. So I will see you guys next week.